That itchy spot that won't go away. Your body might be telling you something serious. You ever get one of those itchy spots that just won't quit? Most folks brush it off. Must be dry skin or something I touched. But here's the real deal. If you're over 60 and that itch keeps coming back, your body might be trying to tell you something way more serious than you think. See, your body's got a way of throwing little red flags when something's off. And if you keep ignoring them, you might be setting yourself up for bigger problems down the line. Today, we're breaking down 5 specific spots on your body where constant itching could actually mean something's not right under the hood. And listen, most of these are signs people miss, but they could be your warning before something bigger hits. Stick around till the end, cause the last itchy spot we talk about. It's the one everyone ignores, but it could be the most dangerous. Before we dive in, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. And hey, if this video hits home for you, drop a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 so I can keep leveling up the content. Now let's jump in. Itchy spot pound 1. Your lower legs, it could be a blood flow. Problem 1 of the most common places people over 60 feel constant itch. The lower legs, especially around the shins or ankles. And no, it's not always just dry skin. If that itch is sticking around, especially at night, it might be your circulation waving a red flag. See, as you get older, your heart has to work harder to pump blood all the way down to your legs. If your blood flow slows down, maybe from narrowed arteries or tired veins, your skin gets less oxygen and nutrients. What happens then? Dryness, irritation, maybe even tingling or a burning feeling. And in more serious cases, this could point to something called PAD peripheral artery disease, which can seriously raise your risk for heart attack or stroke. Take James, 73, was itching like crazy every night around his shins. Tried lotions, creams, you name it, nothing helped. Finally, he told his doc, turns out his circulation was slowing down and he was heading straight towards serious heart problems. He made a few changes, got more movement in during the day, started eating cleaner, upped his water intake. Next thing you know, the itching faded, his circulation improved, his numbers got better. Here's a quick home test. Press your finger into your shin, hold it for a few seconds, then let go. If the dent from your finger sticks around too long, your blood flow might be lagging. So don't ignore that annoying lower leg itch. It might be more than just dry skin, it could be a heads up from your heart. Part 2, that itch under your shoulder blade. It's not your skin, it's your spine, alright. Real talk, you ever get that weird itch on your upper back, like under your shoulder blade? That just won't go away no matter how hard you scratch. You try every lotion, every back scratcher in the house, still there, still driving you nuts. Here's what most people don't realize. That itch might have nothing to do with your skin. It could be coming from your nerves, specifically the ones in your upper spine. There's even a name for it, notalgia paresthetica. Seems fancy, but it basically means the nerves in your back are getting pinched and your brain thinks something's itchy, even though your skin is totally fine. See, as we age, the discs in our spine dry out and shrink. When that happens, the bones get closer together and start pressing on nerves. Nerves send funky signals to your brain and boom, chronic itch in a spot you can't reach, and scratching doesn't help one bit. Take Roger, 68, had that same weird itch right below his right shoulder blade. No cream worked, no back scratcher helped. Finally, he saw a doctor. Turns out a pinched nerve in his spine was the culprit. If he hadn't caught it, it could have messed with his mobility and posture down the line. His fix: light stretching, posture work, a few sessions of physical therapy. After a few weeks, itch gone, back felt better. Movement improved. Want to test it yourself? Press on that itchy spot. If it feels deep, tingly, or numb, not just surface level itch, that's a sign it's nerve related. Bottom line, if you've got an upper back itch that just won't quit, don't brush it off. It might be your spine asking for help before it's too late. Part 3, got itchy palms for no reason. That might be your liver yelling for help, okay? So here's a weird one. You ever get that random itch right in the middle of your palms? Like no rash, no dryness, no reason, but it keeps coming back. Yeah, you might want to listen up. Because that could be your liver trying to get your attention. Most people think itchy palms are just from soap, hand sanitizer, allergies, whatever. But sometimes it's not something you touched, it's something going on inside you. Here's the deal. Your liver's job is to clean your blood and make bile. That's the stuff that helps digest fat. But when your liver's not working right, bile salts can build up in your blood, and when that happens, you start feeling itchy and weird. Places like your palms and the soles of your feet. This kind of itch usually hits at night and doesn't go away with lotion. Why? Because the problem ain't your skin, it's coming from the inside out. Take Walter, 72. Tate started getting itchy palms out of nowhere, mostly in the evenings. He figured it was something he touched, but after it kept happening, he saw his doc blood test came back. Elevated liver enzymes. Turns out he was in the early stages of fatty liver disease. His fix: cut down on processed foods, ate more greens, drank a lot more water. Boom, itch faded, liver numbers got better. Here's a quick check you can try at home. Press your thumb hard into the center of your palm for a few seconds, then let go. If the red mark sticks around longer than it should, or the skin feels super sensitive, your liver might be under stress. Bottom line, if your palms are itching and you have no clue why, and you've also been feeling tired, gaining or losing weight unexpectedly, or noticing yellow-ish skin or eyes, don't wait, get it checked. Sometimes the smallest symptoms are your biggest warning signs. Part 4, your scalp won't stop itching. It might be your blood sugar going haywire. Alright, here's a sneaky one. You ever have an itchy scalp that just won't quit, even though you got zero dandruff, no visible dryness, and you've tried like 3 different shampoos? Guess what? That could be your blood sugar acting up. Yep. Most people don't connect scalp itch with blood sugar, but there's a real link. When your blood sugar is too high for too long, it causes low-level inflammation all over your body. And where does that show up first a lot of the time? Your skin. Here's what's going down. High blood sugar messes with your immune system, jacks up your nerves, and wrecks the skin's natural barrier. So even if your scalp looks normal, you might get random itchiness, tightness, or even sore spots that heal super slow. Sometimes this is one of the first signs of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, and yeah, it can show up way before the big red flags like constant thirst or weight changes. Check out Richard, 69. Dude had an itchy scalp for weeks. Switched shampoos, went fragrance-free, nothing helped. Finally told his doctor, turns out his fasting blood sugar was borderline diabetic. He made a few simple changes. Cut down on white bread and sugar, took short walks after meals, started drinking more water. Boom, itch gone, blood sugar back in check. Wanna check yourself? Run your fingers over your scalp. Does it feel more sensitive than usual? Dry? Sore in weird places? If so, your body might be waving a little warning flag. Bottom line, don't ignore weird scalp itch. It could be your blood sugar trying to get your attention before it becomes a bigger issue. Part 5, got itchy feet at night. Your nerves might be freaking out. Alright, let's cut to it. If the bottoms of your feet start itching like crazy at night, and no lotion, socks, or foot soak is fixing it, you might be dealing with something deeper than dry skin, like your nerves misfiring. See, the nerves in your feet are super sensitive. They're usually the first to go haywire when your circulation drops, blood sugar's out of whack, or your nervous system's getting worn out. When those nerves start breaking down, they send mixed signals to your brain. That's where the phantom itch, tingling, or even burning feelings come in, even when nothing's actually there. This could be an early warning sign of something called peripheral neuropathy. Basically, your nerves are struggling to do their job, and it gets worse if you ignore it. Take Frank, 74, night. He'd get this annoying itch on the soles of his feet. He thought it was just want to check yourself. Take something soft like a pen cap and lightly drag it across the bottom of each foot. If one foot feels kinda numb or not as sensitive, or if the itch comes with tingling or burning, you might be dealing with nerve issues. And here's the kicker. Ignoring this kind of itch can lead to numbness, balance problems, and foot injuries that don't heal right. So if your feet have been itching for no clear reason, especially at night, don't just chalk it up to dry skin. Your nerves might be trying to get your attention. Final thoughts, don't just scratch it off so now you know. Those 5 itchy spots that keep showing up, they're not just random. They could be your body's way of throwing up warning signs before something bigger hits. It might seem like just a little itch, but when that itch keeps coming back, especially in the same spot, it's your body whispering, hey, something's off, check on me. Whether it's blood flow, nerve issues, liver stress, or blood sugar problems, catching the signs early can help you stay one step ahead. You don't need to panic, but you do need to pay attention. If you've been dealing with any of these weird itches, take a second to think. Have you felt more tired than usual? Notice changes in your skin, energy, or digestion? Any weight shifts or sleep struggles? Sometimes it's not just one symptom, it's a pattern, and your body's been dropping hints this whole time. So which one of these signs hit home for you today? Have you ever had that itch that just wouldn't quit? Drop a comment below and let us know what stuck with you. Even better, share one thing you're gonna do differently starting today. Your story could help someone else going through the same thing.